So when you work with someone like Ridley, like on something like Gladiator, does he give you any guidance, or does he say, "This is the script, this is the idea I have, I want to see what you come up with"?
He
What's
didn't
the
really
working
have
relationship
he
there?
didn't really have a script, but the room you see behind me was the Gladiator cutting room. So we were in the same building and we're just working together very closely. Um, and Ridley is a man of few words. I mean, I remember playing him like my ideas for Hannibal. Oh, there's another movie
There
we
we
can
go. Yep.
mention. Um, and he's just sitting there completely stoically without expression, listening to it. And then I remember there came this sort of horror shock bit, and I'm thinking, should I turn it down? Should I turn? I'm playing at a fair volume, you know, and thing, this thing occurs, this terrifying thing occurs. And Ridley very slowly turns his head towards me and just raises one eyebrow, and then back to listening. And at the end, I go, well, what do you think? Let's go, yeah, go. Good. Gladiator, I took so long to write it, because I sort of I knew what it was supposed to be like,
Yeah.
and those pesky notes, I kept finding always the nearly good notes, and I knew it could be better, and so everybody was, I mean, look, Steven Spielberg was our producer.
Right.
So that's a different sort of a producer. So when he says, maybe you should actually go and write the film now as opposed to trying to battle with this theme. But he really protected me. He really protected me, and realized I was hunting something down.
Yeah.
So um, you need a director who is your best friend,
Right.
is your comrade in arms.
Is it surreal or strange when, like, obviously you followed through on some film series, but then something like Gladiator, they do the sequel, and another composer uses some of your work, obviously, in honoring those themes. Like, is that
Well,
odd to go back and see a sequel using some of your own work?
well, it's Harry Gregson Williams, who, is one of my oldest friends. We started together in London, and I actually brought Harry over to Los Angeles. Um, And when Ridley was shooting Kingdom of Heaven, I just went, I can't do that. I mean, it's too similar to Gladiator. I can't do it. Um, but Ridley, I know a guy who can. So Harry did what I was supposed to do on Kingdom of Heaven. Um, and then Harry phoned me up and he said, how do you feel about me doing Gladiator 2? To be really honest, I felt I was just setting myself up for bad criticism. Even if I had written the best score in the world for Gladiator 2, there would have been enough people who would have said, it's not as good as the old one,
Right. Right.
not because it was, because how can you judge music? I mean, music isn't good, um, yeah, it doesn't work like this, but it works how people remember things.
Totally.